First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Second and 13. And it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now, I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming. And they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
They got it there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's through. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
7, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
here's Anthony McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tracy Walker.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Steelers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
Minshew.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't.
Now Minshew has a knockdown fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Complete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive.
Against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now on first. His guys will get the football back.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Duron Harmon.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Play action, it's Minshew. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over
at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
To score Lions 7, Steelers nothing.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open there, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He sets to fire deep. And it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes Lions taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And he powers his way up past the 30.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Here's Minshew. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, the 40, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Steelers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score Lions 21, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Galladay complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw again. The Steelers pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, McFarland. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now, McFarland. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has his defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw again on second down, Winston. They'll tussle for it, and and this is going to be caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down.
On play action, Winston. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open gap.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Lions 21, Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good.
Is beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
On first down, McFarland, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jameis Winston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is
and he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they're getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll get this out wide to Allison. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
On the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 4. This one caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Lions 28, Steelers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point is good.
And his kick is good.
Will tie the game, 28 all. Chris Boswell.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Lions 35, Steelers 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
10 at their own 7-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Winston now from the 50. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. That's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Is a turnover on downs.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move to 4-6. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.